In order to understand the fundamental ideas in The Stranger, we must grasp the concept of fascism and how it is prevalent throughout the entirety of the novel. To start off, I would like to discuss the factors that make fascism, well, fascism. Primarily, the actions and events that occur under a fascist government are for what they call the superiority of the nation. The nation, of course, referring to a collection of people bound together by race, ethnicity, or culture. The fascist ideology is also strongly against democracies as well as totalitarian. It can be considered anti-democratic because those who have implemented a fascist government remove democratic institutions that frustrate their personal goals. For example, the electoral, parliamentary, and multi-party systems are all eliminated for the benefit of the nation. Germany and Italy are prime examples of governments that have implemented fascism in the past. It is yet to be reintroduced, and many historiographers believe that fascism is likely to be left in the past and not be utilized again. The goal of these governments was to achieve national greatness. In Italy, Mussolini wanted to, as he claims, guide the material and moral progress of the community. Also, Hitler's goal was to return the nation of Germany to its place as the culture founder of the world. The mindset often contradicts with the ethical and moral rules associated with society. Humanity has created a set of unsung rules that are generally followed, but people like Hitler and Mussolini often ignored them. Hitler specifically sought to create a unified nation through the extermination of those who hindered Germany's progress as a civilization. Not only did he believe that they were a hindrance, he saw these people as an existential threat to mankind. Therefore, we must understand that Hitler had little regard for the moral choices, and this was because he felt much more was at risk with the survival of humanity. As I previously mentioned, Germany was totalitarian. It is interesting because the economy remained capitalistic, but the government played a prominent role in managing the economy. The government had the power to force people to move where they wanted them to go, as well as telling industrialists what to produce and what their prices were going to be. Hitler used this power to limit inflation and unemployment, which gained him even more popularity. Under Hitler's rule, no individual of Germany was allowed to protest against him or the government. Doing such would result in severe punishments and was often considered a betrayal to the state. All political organizations were abolished as well. Joseph Goebbels, the Minister of Propaganda, controlled all the news that the citizens were allowed to receive. It was banned to listen to the radio or some other source that came from outside of the regime. Generally, the news was biased and supported the fascist beliefs. He kept a close eye on everything like newspapers, magazines, books, plays, films, and radio broadcasts. For Hitler, the youth was the key to everything. His success was based off the support of the masses. The foundation began at the heart in the youth. One of the biggest threats were teachers whose beliefs were against those of the regime. Hitler believed that they would spoil the minds of the youth. He either sacked the teachers from their work or they were sent to be trained as, quote, good fascists. Next, Hitler sent the Hitler Youth to report on those who spoke poorly of fascism or the government. These people ranged from their teachers or overheard conversations in the street to extremes such as close friends or even family members. Lastly, in his complete control of the youth, Hitler set forth a plan to rewrite any textbooks that were not satisfactory to the demands of the regime. I'd like to leave on some questions for you to consider and respond to. First, how does fascism provide reasoning for the death of Anton's family? And secondly, how does our understanding of Hitler's perspective enhance our understanding of the strangers? Thank you.